Going, everybody? What's up? What's happening? I know it's not Saturday. I get it. I had to do a quick supplemental because, as you may know, during the pandemic, um, there are now rules that the governor has made that allows bars that sell food to also sell alcohol, small amounts of alcohol, as carryout. And this is unprecedented. This is something that nobody has ever been able to do, and it's great. It's really great because what was happening is the state was going to start allowing liquor liquor establishments and bars to actually sell their bottles back to the state because they had made this massive investment in these bottles of booze and couldn't sell their alcohol. So I'm sure some took advantage of that, but others probably sat on it, not thinking this was going to last this long. But now they've got money out and they don't have any cash flow to pay for that. So the governor has made it now that you are able to buy bourbon or some other sort of drink at curbside, which is really cool. So there's a local bourbon bar here in Findlay that I really like. It's called the Bourbon Affair. I bought the T-shirt today too. I'll be wearing this again on Saturday for our next bourbon tasting. But today I want to show you what it was like to actually order some drinky drink curbside. And now not everybody's going to do it the same way, but they do have some rules. It has to be sealed. You're not allowed to drink it on the way home, as much as I really wanted to. But I didn't. So here it is. It's all sealed up. It's still stapled. I did it lawfully. I did it the right way. And we're going to unseal this together and just see what's inside. Okay, so the rule is you have to order it with food. So I spent $3 and bought this little sack or this little thing of nuts, and it's got like little fruity things in it and whatever. So I'm gonna be able to do a little munching while but this is all it takes. You just got to buy cheese and crackers or nuts. And other places, I mean, you're going to buy a meal and then you can get a drink with your meal. But this is a great way around that. So it allows them to sell food and drink. So let's get into the drink. Oh, isn't that clever? I ordered an old fashioned. I like old fashions. I don't even know what kind of bourbon is in this. Normally it's a decent bourbon, but it's a lower shelf bourbon. Like they might use Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, or they might use Old Granddad, or they might use Larceny or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to ask them. And maybe I will. And maybe I'll report that back on Saturday. But for now, we're going to try their old fashioned. Now, I like this little jar. I'm going to keep this. I might even take it back and say, refill it. But the pours are supposed to be no more than 2 ounces. So I imagine I have an ounce here, and then whatever's left is all the stuff that goes into an old fashioned, which is your syrups and your fruits and different things, just sugars and such. I like old fashions. I do. I had a feeling that this would be served without ice. It is cool to the touch, so it may have been refrigerated. Generally, old fashions are served over ice. Now, what would have happened if they would have put ice in this? And let's say I didn't drink it till tonight. Like I'm gonna wait. But let's say I didn't drink it until tonight. Well, it would have been watered down, right? So they didn't give me an ice cube, which it's all nice and sealed. Oh, you can get the top. It's like a little mason jar. It's pretty neat. So I was prepared, and I'm just gonna pour it in here. Over my, it's got a blueberry in it too. Yeah, isn't that nice? Isn't it pretty? So that is how it's going to look if you order a drink from an establishment. It's going to be all sealed up, and you really can't drink it. Some places are going to do that, and they're going to put like a saran wrap over top of it and all sorts of things just to protect themselves. I mean, if you're going to be a jackhead and you're going to open the thing and drink it on your way home, that's not their problem. That's your problem. I ain't that way. I follow the rules, and you should too. But let's give this a shot. I like old fashions, and I like the Bourbon Affair, and they do a great job. How do you make an ice ball? There's molds that you can get. This one is not a clear ice ball. This is just an ice ball. But there are molds that you can get that give you this nice big ice ball. And the clearer they are, the slower they melt. but ice balls in general are so well compacted that they melt really slowly, which means your drink isn't going to get all watered down very fast like a regular ice cube would. The clear kits, I haven't figured it out how to do it perfectly yet. I still end up with ice balls that are like half formed and broken and aren't working out great. So I've been using these because they're a full ice ball. But the molds that give you the clear balls go into like a cooler, which makes the ice freeze slower and kind of squeezes from the inside out, pulling the air out, which is how you get a clear ice cube. There's ways to do it with a cooler too. It's really cool. But here we go. I'm going to try their old fashioned. I need to learn how to make these. This is really, really good. I've had some great old fashions. There's a place in Cincinnati talk KC, that's called Japs. That makes a really, really good old fashioned. Good Lord, one sip. No, not even close. But maybe it's because I didn't drink anything last night. It's kicking my butt. Not really. It was one sip. But Japs in Cincinnati makes a really good old fashioned, and this one from the Bourbon Affair is also quite delicious. So if you can get out and support your local neighborhood bar / restaurant, even if the food is just a little thingy of nuts or cheese and crackers, do it. The taxes benefit business in the state, and these are businesses that are otherwise going to be shuttered for at least another 2 weeks. So get out and support your local businesses and do it with flavor. Hey, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.